Josh, so we've heard the saying, what we resist persists. But let's look at how do we apply that to our life? Because usually people hear something and they just mentally they'll say, "Oh yeah, that's a good idea." Yeah, but there's no true application or understanding of it in a way that can help make them free. This is what we want to do. We want to become free of these, you can say, chronic mental health imbalances or neurological imbalances or nervous system disorders. And it doesn't matter, anxiety, bipolar, Tourette's, OCD, schizophrenia. It's all housed in the fact that the nervous system's not functioning properly. So how do we get that to function? Well, I've went over things: lifestyle habits, diet, conserving our sexual energy, because we need power. We need energy. People that have neurological disorders, there's a deficit of life force, so they need energy. They need to stop doing things that take energy and start doing things that give energy, right? Well, this is one thing: not resisting what is. This is the situation. These are the cards, the karmic cards that some people have been dealt. They have these imbalances in their mental body or emotional body, and they can be really trying. They can cause a lot of suffering. So one way that, you see, just the imbalance itself, if we were only feeling those consequences or that pain, it would be manageable. But what happens is our mind and our lifestyle habits amplifies this already existing imbalance. And then we start to feel more pain and suffer than what would normally be the case. And so this is one big way. The topic of this video is we resist. We resist the imbalance in these bodies. Something like fights against that. And then there's self-talk. The mind amplifies this resistance. And it says things like, this sucks. Why do I have this? I want this to go away. I can never live my life and be happy if I have this. And we become obsessed with trying to find the cure, the magic cure, the right pill, the right operation, the right doctor, the right scientist, or we keep waiting, hoping in the future there's going to be a cure. There's not going to be a cure for an imbalance in the mental body. It's too deep neurologically. How are they going to cure that? I wonder if they actually know that. The ones who are the establishments that are asking for donation. I mean, do they really believe that they're going to figure that out? I don't know. Now, maybe a few thousand years from now, when we're in a higher age, we know how to manipulate with life force, and maybe they create a machine where you can just lie in it and it manipulates your whole life energy. Yeah, you could probably fix everything. You could grow a new limb. You could fix deep brain disorders, bone degeneration, everything. But there's a side effect to that too. There's a lot of lessons that we can learn. These kind of issues can accelerate our spiritual evolution like nothing else can. So, got to be careful. But that's another subject. I'm going to make a video on is chronic mental health a blessing? Can it be a blessing? And it can. Depends how we perceive it. So how do you quit resisting this anxiety or your mental health imbalance? You got to be aware of how you're resisting it. And I just named some things before, this whole self-talk mechanism in the mind. We need to start understanding the body's not against us. See, subconsciously we get mad at the body. It's like, why is this happening? There's some people, they hit themselves even, or cut themselves, or pull their hair out. That's a deep frustration. It can be. There's other reasons they do that. With like, why isn't this body functioning right? I want this body to function right. And you see, we need usually power to stop resisting this stuff. The habit and mechanisms become so strong, the conditioning to do this, because we've done it so long, decades, It's like, how are you going to just stop doing it? You're just going to listen to a video that says, look, stop resisting your your mental health condition, anxiety, bipolar, etc. Just stop resisting it. Is that enough? Are you just going to stop resisting it now and live happily ever after? Probably not. So we need to like be retrained. We need to hear what I'm sharing now. You need to hear this over and over again. So you can listen to the video over and over again. You can listen to other videos where they encourage you to have like more compassion for your body. When you start having symptoms, you got to realize like it's not my body trying to hurt me. It's like it can be trying to tell you something, or it can just be, it can't help it either. It also wants to improve. We have to look at this situation through different eyes. And then that's a way of not resisting it. So you can listen, like I said, listen to other videos that are sharing about this. You can read books that constantly reinforce this. You can go to Chronic Pain Anonymous. It's a 12-step program. They have Zoom meetings online, and they're really good with that, having compassion for your health, chronic health issues and chronic pain and chronic disabilities, because we need some power. That's the problem. We need power. It's not enough just to believe something, to read something or hear something and say, yeah, that's right, that's true. It needs to be true for you right now. That needs to be the truth that you're applying in your life as often as you can. And then what happens, you'll notice the symptoms start to go down a little because we're not resisting it. It's like when we resist, we're sending energy into this already imbalance. We're like empowering it with our attention or our mind, and we're sending electricity in there via thought. Thought's very strong. I hate this. I want this to go away. This isn't fair. I can't enjoy my life. I can't have friends. I can't work. I can't have any success or any goals. I can't do anything good because I'm stuck with this mental imbalance or emotional imbalance. Those are very strong thoughts, and they can keep one really stuck. So we have to start looking at that. There's a lot of things we got to look at. It's not an overburdened thing, not, oh, there's so many things I got to figure out. No, I'm not saying that. It's actually not that many things. But I have to make each video, I want to target a specific thing, and this is targeting like this self-talk mechanism that we do that amplifies our imbalance and disorder. Like diet's a big deal. That's why I made so many videos on that. That's a big deal. That really helps also in not overstimulating your nervous system. I'm making another video on that. Just got to keep hammering these principles home. We got to keep going over this over and over and over again until this becomes your normal lifestyle. It no longer becomes like something you're practicing or doing. You're like, no, this is how I live. This is how we're supposed to live. We're supposed to live healthy and in balance. It's just the world has gotten so out of balance and out of whack that we need videos to help us get back on track again, because of bad habits and stress, and then we start in health issues, and then that drives us to get into addictions and do things to get dopamine stimulations to escape our present situation because it's so uncomfortable and painful. And so then we get stuck in this whole debaucherous negative way of living. So we need to go back the other way now. That's why I'm making videos, and I would hope that's why other videos get made. I mean, this has to be the main purpose, the main point. We need a full spectrum lifestyle, protocol, and way of living to really transcend this. It's not going to be just a quick fix like, I found the cure to bipolar. No, or to anxiety or to anything. It doesn't work like that. We have to somehow take responsibility, because that's empowering. And then we can start getting downloads from our intuition on what to do and what not to do. But we got to be in a semblance of balance before we can hear the intuition. This is why I'm talking about lifestyle practice habits and good, healthy ways to live, because that raises the frequency. It opens our mind more, makes us more sensitive. Then we can hear intuition. We're already sensitive. If you have a mental health imbalance, you're already super sensitive. That's good on one level. On another level, it's not, because it's so easy. We're like excessively sensitive. So we need to get grounded also. That's why I talk about the diet. We need electricity, and then we need to ground the electricity. Electricity will open things up, get things to move and function better, because things are imbalanced, clearly. But then we got to ground the electricity. Otherwise, we'll be like the movie Crank. He has too much electricity. Don't want to be like that. All right, let me know if that video helped you.